A lot of people. Thank you for coming. I hope it's for the talk and not just for the warm temperature in here. So the goal of today is not to convince you that AI is amazing. I'm pretty sure you all have seen amazing use cases all day long. No, what I want to talk about is something fundamental, is how to adopt AI in production, and why chatbot is probably the least transformative way to use AI in your company. So let's start with an analogy. In the late 19th century, if you wanted to wake up early, you would pay someone with a long stick that would knock on your window to make sure you would wake up to catch a train or to go to work. That's great. That was an actual job to call window knocking people, window knockers. And imagine it's 1920, there is someone that comes to you and say, okay, I have this amazing idea. Let's make this faster and more modern. Let's build a window knocking machine. It's great, but it's completely overly complex for what it's trying to achieve. And a lot of time when I talk about AI in companies, this is what they are doing with AI. They take all legacy process, do not change anything, and just slap a chatbot on top of it, hoping that it's going to improve the productivity. Well, actually, the thing that you want to do is rather to reinvent, to reshape the whole process with AI at the core. And you want to build the alarm clock at this place. So you need to find a way to reshape your processes to make sure that you have the right level of complexity to solve your actual issue. So let's talk a little bit about chatbots. I love chatbots. I use them on a daily basis to explore topics. But they come with three main issues. The first one is human becomes the bottleneck of your processes. Because if you just let someone type something to chat with a chatbot, basically you are using human as a router that is going to copy-paste information in and out of the chatbot. And everything holds on the person that is sitting behind the computer that becomes the bottleneck of all your processes. This is the first issue. The second one is the knowledge itself is not going to scale. What I mean by this is all the knowledge you create in a chatbot conversation is going to be lost somewhere in the chat history. You're going to end up trying to find for a conversation that you had 2 weeks ago with a chat is going to be lost somewhere. So all the knowledge does not scale. It does not persist. It does not accumulate over time. That's a huge issue with chatbot-first strategies. And the last one is probably the most dangerous one. It's the fact that the way you prompt a model is going to change drastically the quality of the answer. We have conducted internal research with same model, same data set, but with different prompts. And what we found out is you can go from 20% accuracy to 90% accuracy depending on the way you prompt the model, just adjusting some words. So you need to make sure that your user in the chatbot are not playing a prompt lottery, and you can actually enforce the right guideline, the right prompt at scale. So how can you do that? I see 4 stages of AI adoption maturity. The first one is chatbot. You all know about this. Great for exploration. Then you have agents. Agent is a lot of time is just agent with tools to search in your internal database. Most of the time is this, or in search all over the internet. This is great. It helps a little more. Then you have AI workflows. This becoming interesting because you're starting to chain agents together and making sure that they can handle very complex workflows. But what I want to talk about today is the knowledge platform, because this is the highest level of AI integration you can have, which means instead of having an AI that chats outside of your data, around your data, you have it directly right within your knowledge. So what does it mean? A knowledge platform is a platform that actually connects to your internal data. So basically you have SharePoint, Drive, S3, wherever your data is, and it's going to ingest your PDF, your PowerPoint, your videos, whatever your knowledge is. And then it's going to understand it. So understanding it means understanding what is a section, what is a subsection, what is a caption, what is an equation, a figure. All of this has to be understood by the platform and structured in a way that people can access the data reliably and AI can do. And the key step is the third one. You get your best experts craft AI workflows with the right prompt, the right guidelines, the right guidance, and you make sure that those become governed workflows that you can apply and that everyone must use in the enterprise instead of chatting. This completely kills the prompt lottery with someone behind a chatbot. This is the way you can enforce guidance. Of course, you can review all the AI outputs because every AI output comes with the sources, with explainability of the reasoning. And the most important step is the fifth one, because instead of having AI outputting knowledge inside a chat history, it's going to actually create new knowledge within your platform. So it's going to be able to edit the document you're working on. It's going to be able to add comment or your PDF, create tables, create data set, instead of just chatting with you. And the more people use the platform, the better it becomes because the knowledge accumulates over time and gets ingested back in the cycles. So let's take an actual example. A concrete one, let's say you want to do some compliance review on thousands of documents. This is the actual use case that we have. If you do it the window knocking machine way with the chatbot, you would typically end up with people drag and dropping documents in a chatbot, prompting it with all the check it needs to perform. Then you have to read the whole report and validate it manually. If you want to do it the right way with the knowledge platform, you would do it this way. So this is actually a glimpse of our own platform. So you can see we created a table. Each row is a document that you need to analyze. And each column is a compliance check that has been crafted by an expert and enforced in the platform. So now the user do not need to prompt anything. They just drag and drop thousands of documents and it's going to be analyzed in parallel. And you can see that it's going to output if the document is compliant or not compliant, and you can click on any compliance check. You have the full explanation of the reasoning of the model, and it's even going to highlight the exact passage of the document that is compliant or not. This makes the whole difference. You have everything centralized somewhere, and you can do everything in parallel. And basically, you can have the same impact when generating new documents through templates. You can extract information massively. You can audit documents. A lot of different use cases that you can do with the knowledge platform directly at scale. So to conclude, when you are thinking about integrating AI in your system, you need to think about, are you automating the knocking, or are you building the alarm clock? Are you creating an AI that answers questions, or are you actually using AI that writes in a governed and trustable way? If you have any question, you can see us on our stand on H6 over there. Thank you.